A fancy mansion. A maid, Grace, crying as police arrest her. A rich man, Mr. Sterling, laughing. Grace was a hard-working maid who slept on a mattress in a small room. She worked 14 hours a day for Mr. Sterling, a billionaire who treated her like dirt. One day, Mr. Sterling's diamond watch went missing. He didn't look for it. He blamed Grace instantly. "You're the only one poor enough to steal it," he shouted. He called the police. Grace begged, "I didn't take it, I swear." But Mr. Sterling laughed. "Tell it to the judge." He thought he would crush her. But he didn't know that the judge they were about to face was Judge Frank Caprio. And Judge Caprio had a secret file on his desk that would change everything.
Sterling looking arrogant in a suit. Grace looking small and scared in an orange jumpsuit. In court, Sterling was confident. He had a $500 an hour lawyer. Grace had a public defender. Judge Caprio: "Mr. Sterling, you claim this young woman stole a $50,000 watch. Do you have proof?" Sterling: "Proof? Look at her. She's homeless. Of course she took it. I want her in jail for 10 years. Judge Caprio: "In this court, we need evidence, not insults. Did you find the watch on her?" "No, she probably sold it. Just lock her up." Grace, speaking through tears. Judge Caprio listening intently. Judge Caprio turned to Grace. "Grace, tell me your side." Grace: "Your Honor, I work so hard. I send all my money to my sick mother."
I would never steal. I loved that job because it was the only way to survive. The courtroom was silent. Judge Caprio looked at her hands. They were rough from cleaning. Judge Caprio: "Mr. Sterling, this woman works for you for $5 an hour, and you accuse her with zero proof?" The judge pressing a button. A video plays on Judge Caprio. "Actually, Mr. Sterling, we do have proof, but not against her." Sterling frowned. "What?" Judge Caprio: "Your home security system uploads to the cloud. My investigators accessed the footage from that morning." The video played. It showed Mr. Sterling himself putting the watch in his safe, then calling the police to frame Grace because he didn't want to pay her unpaid wages. The crowd gasped. Sterling: That's fake." Judge holding a paper. Sterling looking terrified. "Sit down. I'm not done." The judge picked up a second paper. Judge Caprio: "When Grace was arrested, we ran her..."
"And we found something interesting in the database." He looked at Sterling. 20 years ago, you abandoned a child with the housekeeper, didn't you?" Sterling turned pale. "Grace isn't just your maid. She is your biological daughter." Grace shocked. Sterling crying, begging. Judge banging gavel. Grace looked at Sterling in shock. The man who tried to jail her was her father. "You tried to frame your own child. For that, I am sentencing you to 5 years for perjury and filing a false report. And half of your estate will be transferred to Grace immediately as compensation."
"No, you can't. I just did. Bailiff, take him away." Grace walked out of court not as a maid, but as an heiress. She used the money to build a shelter for homeless maids. Judge Caprio proved that truth always comes to light. Subscribe to Judge's Mind for more stories of